Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man.
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church check in, man. Church check in. Church check in, man. Man. Appreciate y'all ride with me, man. A couple technical difficulties, but I got everything in order. We ready to rock. Give me a 1 in the chat. Let me know if make sure ain't no delays and nothing like that, because we got to get into this word. All right. Good. All right, man. How y'all feeling this morning, man? You know what I'm saying? So like I was saying earlier, man, today is a holiday. And a lot of y'all probably can't guess what today's holiday is. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see if you guys know what today's holiday is. You know what I'm saying? You know? Really see if you know what today's holiday is. You know what I'm saying? But man, we about to get into this work. Today's holiday, believe it or not, is Lesbian Visibility Day. Lesbian Visibility Day. I kid you not. I got the email today. And motherfucker said it's Lesbian Visibility Day. So if you're a lesbian, today is the day you need to make yourself seen. I bullshit you not. Look this shit up. Look it up. It's Lesbian Visibility Day. So again, we look forward to watching the feast of the lesbians. There's definitely going to be a lot of eating today. There's going to be a lot of eating today. A lot of eating today on this holy day of Lesbian Visibility Day. America is hilarious, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But how y'all feeling today, man? Today, we're going to be dealing with a topic, man. You know, one of my favorite topics. Putting our foot on single mothers' necks. Say munch up. Yeah. But today's topic, man, is single mothers never do what's best for the child. Okay? Single mothers never do what's best for the child. And a lot of people are starting to take notice of this. You know, a lot of single mothers live their lives for themselves. The world revolves around them. And like I always keep telling y'all, I keep trying to hammer this home to y'all. Most single mothers do not love these kids. I'm telling you, you're not gonna understand it until you date one. You're not gonna understand it until you date one. You know what I'm saying? Especially a black one. They do not love these kids. These kids are in the way. You know what I'm saying? And these kids are a tool and a shield. They are a tool to use. Listen to me. Single moms, your kids are a tool and a shield. They are a tool for you to use to hurt and harm the nigga who even left you. They are a tool for you to get more money from the government. They are a tool for you to use to get more benefits and to get more money out of a man. You know? And they are a shield from holding you accountable for your fucked up actions. See, they are shielded because whenever you got to hold a single mother accountable for her actions, she throws her kid as up in front of you as a shield. So she can't be judged because she's a mom. You know what I'm saying? If you judge her weight, well, I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? If she's late for work, I had to do something with the kid. The kid gets the blame for everything. You know what I'm saying? Where she's at in life is because she had kids. So if she's not where she needs to be, well, I had kids and it kind of set me back. The kids are a shield for her to not take accountability for her fucked up actions. You know what I'm saying? So the single mother, I'm gonna be honest, man. I go hard on a single mother all the time because single mothers are dangerous, man. Single mothers are dangerous because they are the breeders of everything that's wrong with our people. They breed everything that's wrong with our people. It comes out of the pussy of a single mother. You know? Again, the title of this, Single Mothers Don't Do What's Best for These Children. Now, we know that most single mothers don't have anything for these kids to inherit. Okay? Most single moms live for themselves. They still trying to chase men. They're still out here trying to chase love. They're still out here trying to have self-fulfillment and happiness. If you ever listen to a lot of single mothers, they be like, and you ask them, what happened with you and the father? I just couldn't take it no more. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. It's all about how she feels. But it's never about the best interest of the kid. Ask some of these single moms, if the best interest for the kid was for you to stay with that man and be miserable, would you do it? Could you stay with that man and be unhappy for the betterment of your child? They will still do what makes them feel good. A lot of you people have grew up without your father because your mother wasn't happy. Because your mother doesn't like him. So because your mother doesn't like your father, she imposed that same perspective on you. So then you grew not to like your father. You know, I don't understand why a lot of single moms are still out here dating. That's the fucked up part about the game. We got single moms out here on the scene. You got work to do. I don't understand why we have so many single moms out and about, you know what I'm saying, living their best life. I don't get it. That's unfair to the child. But again, it goes back to what I always keep telling y'all. These bitches do not love these kids. They don't love these kids. They don't love these kids. You got right now, with all the little money that's going around for COVID, I'm watching you hoes right now online. You got all of these fat hoes, these cute fat hoes, going down to Brazil, Colombia, and the DR, getting BBLs, you know what I'm saying, getting their teeth fixed, doing everything in their power, spending all this money to look more appealing for dick. And you do nothing for your kid. You do bare minimum for your kid. One thing I can say about most black single mothers, they will dress a kid, but they treat kids like little dolls. I don't know if you ever noticed that. They treat kids like little dolls, little accessories. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really of substance, just Jordans and a nice outfit. You know what I'm saying? And then she wants to get Mother of the Year award. Bullshit. These bitches out there living their best life and doing them. And it's a lot of you women over here high-fiving these hoes while they got kids. Multiple kids. She's spending $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 on an ass. when she got kids that need a future. These are the acts of a single mom. Single moms don't do what's best for these kids. They are living for themselves. They are selfish and they want to be happy by any means necessary. They will sacrifice their children's future for their own happiness. I kid you not. I kid you not. These women, and they will articulate this shit. See, if my child doesn't see me happy, then my child will be miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? And they always try to make it seem like they got out of an abusive relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. We all know how this shit goes, man. You know? It's crazy. Like, yeah, they're doing PPP scams, but are these bitches doing PPP scams to get their kids into school? Put their kids in a private school? Get their kids some braces with this little buck teeth ass? These hoes will risk jail time to go get an ass. These hoes will risk jail time to live their best life. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of y'all don't understand that the single mom always has dreams of being a bad bitch, man. And the baby is what ruined that. The baby ruined that. You know? It's crazy that you got so many black single mothers, older women twerking online, doing all this shit while they have kids. That's why I came out with the hashtag, where your kids at? You're doing a lot of fuck shit. You're doing a lot of fuck shit. You really living it up here, and you got kids. And a lot of people don't talk about the neglect that comes along with the bad bitch with kids. These bitches don't raise these kids. These kids are raising themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they can't take the criticism. Let's take a look.
He calls you. He's also called you a bad mom. So tell us about that.
I don't just call her a bad mom. Like if I said something like that, I would be like, "You're acting like a bad mom. You're being a like." Now I tell her like what she needs to work on. Like,
well, what are some of the things that are
what she needs to work on?
okay, but let's hear.
See, they can't handle that heat. I've always told you, motherfuckers, you bitches need to stop saying how good of a mother you are. You will find out when you're a good mother, when your kids bear witness to it. If your kids are not telling you, you know what, mom, you're a good mother, because they gotta have something to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? And you better hope that these kids of yours don't walk into no other coach's house and see how those moms act. Because you single mom, you better hope that your kids do not go into a nuclear family's house and see how a woman's supposed to act with her kids. Because they're gonna have something to compare you to, and you don't measure up. You don't measure up. You were living your life, you were going to school, you were doing all this shit, trying to elevate yourself, neglecting your kids. But we're gonna pay attention. See, y'all don't want to have a conversation with your kids either to find out whether or not you're a good mother or not. You're going to keep making Facebook posts and taking pictures and all this shit, trying to impute it in these kids' head that you a good mom when you're really not. You don't do what's best for these kids. You do what's best for you. Yeah, mama could do no wrong. Bullshit. It is some fucked up mothers out here, and we gonna get on their ass today.
Let's hear him out. He might
Hold on. Let's hear from Devon.
she'll have me like, and she would go with her boyfriend. I had to like watch my little brother for like the whole day or like couple days, and then like I tell her.
You see what I'm saying? Now, a lot of these bitches turn their kids into babysitters while they go out here and chase dick. This is your son. He's not the father. So you got your son not being able to live his life, you know what I'm saying, because you want to live yours for a couple of days. He's watching after the kids that came out of your pussy. But this is what really goes on. That's why we're gonna take a good look at how these hoes move today.
Like,
Pause. First of all, hold on.
They can't take that real shit.
Y'all not gonna argue with each other. We gonna try to face the truth today, okay? All right.
Facing the truth is something that they can't do.
Finish answering Judy's question.
Like, I'll be watching my little brothers and like, I'll tell her like maybe you should like start watching them or like be in their life more. Like, since you wasn't in mine that much, like you was around, but you wasn't like just really raising
Devon,
me.
that was mean.
It was the truth. Hold on.
Renisha.
It's the truth. It's the truth. See, we got to tell these bitches that they only get one shot at being a parent. You only get one shot at this shit. You don't get do-overs. You don't get a do-over. She couldn't handle that heat.
When you hear Devon say those
I
things.
feel really bad because I'm already like trying to raise him. Like I said, I was young. You know, we grew up together. But then when he says things like,
remember what I told y'all about them teenage moms? They treat their kids like best friends.
this, and I'm like, Devon, like I'm always there for you. I did everything to make you, you know, push yourself to your goals to the best ability you can be. Like I've done everything. So why do you call me these names?
Devon, do you feel that your mom maybe was there throughout your life, but she really wasn't present as a mom? Is that what you mean?
She's more like my older sister, if anything. I want her to be like my mom, but that's basically what my great grandmother was doing.
But Renisha, we know you had Devon at 16.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They make excuses. The kids are a shield. So they're gonna say, see, we know you had him at 16. Bitch, you were a hoe when you were young. And one thing about these bitches, they stay doing their thing, living their life, and they drop these babies off at grandmama's house. That's why a lot of you motherfuckers was raised by your grandmama. Your grandmama, your aunties and all that, they was there while your mama was going out chasing dick and cheap liquor. Let's get back into it.
So tell us what that has been like for you and how maybe that's impacted your relationship with Devon.
So first of all, I had him at 16. I wasn't of legal age, so I had to stay with my grandparents because my mom didn't raise me. I had to stay with my grandparents until basically.
Oh! So instead of breaking the curse, you keep it going. So your mama didn't raise you, so you don't raise your kids. But look at you, you fly. Your hair done, everything on fleek, and you still out here chasing dicks. I'm gonna be honest, man. The worst mothers on earth come from the black community. These are some terrible, terrible, terrible moms. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. They have got to mandate that if you're gonna be a single mom, you should have to have a license to carry, nigga. You need to have a license. You need to have a license to carry. There should be no way we should be able to let you have one of these reckless ass babies without getting your permit and your license to do so. You know what I'm saying? If you shouldn't be able to carry a gun and kill somebody and have to get a license for that, but you can bring life into the world and you don't got to get a license for that. You're reckless as hell. You're reckless as best. Reckless at best with your pussy. You know what I'm saying? You was a little 16-year-old reckless pussy having motherfucker. First of all, you was fucking at 15. Probably 14. So then you had the baby at 16. And you're still having more babies. You're a serial baby mama at best. Talk to me, church. Talk to me, church. Talk to me, church. We ready to cook, church. We ready to cook, church. We ready to cook.
I was 18, and the reason why I didn't have him is because my grandparents called CPS on me when I was trying to take him out the house when I had just turned 18, and it was like this whole big ordeal because they said I was smoking and stuff like that. Not around.
They didn't say you was smoking. Motherfucker, you was smoking, bitch. We gonna get on these drug addict ass mamas too. Living their best life. Chasing a high dick and cheap liquor. Yeah, we gonna get on y'all ass today too. Don't think, cause you be in the room smoking your motherfucking weed, you a good mama. You was smoking. You was smoking that shit around your kid. But you on fleek though. Is that a Gucci collar? Oh, the bitch got the nerve to have on Gucci. Bitch got the nerve to have on Gucci. Bitch got the nerve to have on Gucci. Get the fuck out of here.
Him or anything like that, but just the fact.
You were smoking? But you were smoking.
Yeah, I did smoke.
Smoking marijuana.
See, this is what I'm talking about. The accountability piece. She said they were saying I was smoking, and then when they asked, okay, yeah, I was smoking. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're never going to get the truth out of these bitches because they are a lie.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay, every day?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of a problem. Keep going.
Okay. Well, so basically they kind of like deboed him from me, but I was like always trying to be there. So I
Stop it. They didn't debo him. They gave a damn about that child's well-being and took him from your ass. Okay? Took him from your ass because all you wanted to do was smoke weed, fuck with Rodney, go to parties, wear booty shorts, and chase dick and cheap liquor. That's what you wanted to do. That's what you wanted to do. God.
I was there. Like I said, I was at every event. I put him in every legal custody event. Baseball, basketball, football. I was there. I put him there. I took him to practice. Everything. You know what I mean?
Do you recognize your mom being there for all your games and the practices?
Yeah, I recognize my great-grandpa taking me to my football practices. And I remember them paying for my football and baseball, too. Like, she helped, too, but I remember them doing a lot of the stuff, too.
Well, can you maybe be a little more empathetic?
No! We will not show you any empathy. No, because empathy and sympathy is the reason why our community looks like it looks now. It's time to cut the shit. We are gonna get on y'all ass for being the terrible mothers you are at best. No more. The single mother is catching the work of God today. And don't have me bring ashy foot in here. I pray I don't have to bring ashy foot on y'all ass. Hello.
Since she's acknowledging that she didn't have a mom in her life, her grandparents may be a tough...
Excuses for reckless, pussy, undisciplined coochie behavior.
Relationship?
When I try to help her, like, if I try to, like, correct her on something she do wrong, she get defensive. Like, she'll get, like,
well,
real
Devon,
defensive.
you can't be correcting your mama.
Yes, you can. She needs correction. She is wrong. Telling you can't correct your mom is like saying she can't be wrong and you can't tell her. You don't, disrespecting your mother is different, but correcting her is what she needs at best.
How it goes.
If I don't correct it and she don't see it, then who's gonna correct it? It's never gonna change, right? Like last night.
I like this young man. Cause he sees her for what she is.
For instance, I was on FaceTime with this girl, and she just in the phone like, who's that? Who is that? Who is that? Like, chill, like.
Mothers do.
Mothers do that all the time, Devon.
I'm asking like, why does it matter? Like what is it?
Because
Like, what is it gonna do?
You're right.
So I get mad because he says, why does it matter? I'm like, because
Right.
I want to know who you're on the phone with at 4 o'clock in the morning.
And that's actually
Now you want to be a mother. Now you want to be a mom.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning.
You conveniently left that part out.
It was 4 in the morning DC time, so it was like
That's
1 in the
still
morning.
like California time. And what you doing on the phone with somebody in DC at 4 a.m.?
Yeah, that's a lot.
How old was she?
He's not sticking raw dick in her like mom was getting at age 16. Sound like mom is jealous.
See, now I'm talking like mom.
I actually have to say, Manish, that's a great example of good parenting. That you're monitoring your son and making sure you know what he's up to.
Bullshit. Now, I watched the rest of this episode, right? The mom owns a business. She owns a business and will not give her son a fucking job. You guys get a chance, go and watch the rest of that episode. She won't even give her son a job. So that just shows that she doesn't do what's in the best interest. She doesn't give a fuck about his future. You know what I'm saying? You know, she won't, like, I think she got a hair salon. He wanted to, like, you know, clean up or sweep up or, you know, do the appointments. You know, employ your motherfucking son. No. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I got to touch on too, man. Only in the black community, this is what I really noticed. Only in the black community, where we have mothers. Listen to me, fam. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is some real shit. We are the only community that has mothers who will rob their kids, who will use their kids for money. I'm dead serious. We have the only mothers that will steal from their kids, who will swindle their kids, who will our mothers will put bills in kids' names before they 18. So by the time you turn 18, you try to apply for a credit card, you got People's Gas and ComEd, you in debt like $5,000 from utility companies, you know what I'm saying, looking for collections. You're in collections. As soon as you turn 18, these bitches had you in collections. You don't hear about that with no other race of women but the black single mama. You know what I'm saying? Like these mothers that have businesses or whatever like that, they don't get their kids a break. They either overcharge their kids or, you know what I'm saying, and use the fact that they're mothers to you know, get more money out of their kids. You know what I'm saying? It's really scary, man. It's really scary, man, what the black single mother will do to their kids. Like I've heard, even when I was in high school, it was people I know who was raised by single mothers. Their mothers was taking a portion of their paychecks from like their little jobs at like Burger King and shit to pay their bills. Like soon as they're 15 years old paying bills, like, you know, paying rent. We got the only batch of mothers that will do that. Like, you're 18 years old trying to get to the next level. You can never get to the next level because your mom is charging you. You know what I'm saying? So you bad enough you got student loans or whatever. Now your mom wants a piece of your paper. One thing you got to understand about the black single mother, she pocket watches her kids. When they become of age, she's pocket watching. You know what I'm saying? It's just some scary shit, man. So now you can never get ahead in life because you got your mother acting like she's your baby mother or your girlfriend. They charge their kids rent as if they didn't come out of their body. Like they don't want to see you succeed. They just want to do what they need to do for their own happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like I see so many mothers use their kids, man. Like with everything. Like here's an example. It's a brother, he got drafted in the NFL, and he's gonna tell you about how his mother did him when he got drafted.
All right, folks, the NFL draft is tonight, which means dozens of young men, they're going to become instant millionaires and being seriously. People don't realize.
That's so normal because I was probably $1 million in debt before I my name was actually even called.
Wow. Because again, you knew you were going to get drafted high, so you knew what projected I was going when it comes to making the money, and cats were already sitting here saying, hey, bruh, here it is. And all of a sudden, y'all get it because I get it all the time too. Hey, man, let me make all your suits. So all of a sudden, you was like, fine, make me 15 custom-made suits. You dropping $3,000 on a suit.
Like it wasn't nothing. It's so strange. It's because when you get when I first got drafted, that's when new money was born. And
the Dallas Cowboys play a couple of years ago.
In my book, I talk about the adult abusers. They abuse your love.
There's so many family members.
Okay. So now you're going to talk about how your family abuses you. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to really get into the mother because this is the person who's supposed to love you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. But again, you're going to see the greed of a lot of these single moms.
Who are beating him down for money.
And I talk about it in my book. I talk about the adult abusers. They abuse your love and your trust to get money from you.
You was
This is so true. This is so true. Your mother will use your love and trust and abuse that to get money out of you. A lot of you guys get successful and you start realizing your mother need help all the goddamn time. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But it's not really, it's just the fact that you got it. It's just the fact that you got it and she's watching you. That's why I always tell a lot of guys, man, don't tell your mom how much you make. Don't tell her. Fathers usually don't do this. You know what I'm saying? But any family member, I would recommend, especially not your mom. Do not tell her. If you get some cake, don't tell her.
Shocked. You got drafted. Most exciting time of your life, and your mama hit you with something that caused you to go. Say what? What happened?
When she told me it was so much going on, and I didn't really know how to really take it. So I was like, man, I just bought you this house, this brand new house. I took you from living in the hood to living good. I took you from nada to Prada. But the crazy thing about it is some guys gonna get drafted tonight and tomorrow, and their mama gonna ask them for $2 million.
Your mama asked you for $1 million, and she said, I raised you. She asked you for a straight $1 million.
For $1 million, just like that.
His mother asked him for $1 million because she raised him. This is what I tell y'all all the time, man. And this is some scary shit to think about. But if you really think about this shit, if the government was to offer black single moms $250,000 per kid to just give them away, it'll be a lot of rich black women walking around here. It'll be a lot of rich motherfucking black women walking around here. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. You want to find out your mama love you? Get some money. Get some money. I'm telling you, you're going to find out who really loves you when you get some money. Promise you. Even the little bit of money, you'll be like, damn. When you say no, you're going to really find out the real about who really love you. When you turn a motherfucker down for some money and they know you got it, but you say, I can't do it, you are going to see. I promise you. It's going, I'm going to be honest, man. That shit hurt. That shit going to probably make you, that shit going to really make you fucked up in the head, man. Cause you going around life right now really thinking your mama and them love you. She is only doing what's best for her. She's doing what's best for her, not the well-being of you. Black single mothers do not live for their children. The children are in the way. The children are used to achieve her happiness. So if she can use you, if you can make your mom happy, then everything is okay. But the moment you can't, she don't give a fuck about you, nigga. I promise you, nigga. I promise you. Let's get back to it.
And you were just sitting there going, okay, is this real? Did you think it was like some cameras around that were pranking you or something?
It was, at first I thought it was a joke. I didn't really I thought she was just kind of just saying things, but she kept saying it. So she said it over a 2 period of time, over a 2 year period of time. And so after a while, I was like, man, she's very serious about this. She's very serious about her $1 million.
Again, I mean, I know lots of athletes, and I've read lots of stories.
He playing this game, risking his life every day. And she want to get $1 million of his money. You know what I'm saying? He done bought her a house. Nothing is good enough. That's why I'm telling you, man, single mothers are so selfish. Nothing satisfies them. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, man, money and greed is going to show you who really love you, bro.
And I don't think the average person really and truly understands the pressure that's there. You trying to focus on football. You're trying to focus on playing the game, and you're dealing with all of this outside stuff, and it makes it difficult sometimes to even play.
Yeah, because it's a lot of elements between having friends and you dealing with financial molesters, you're dealing with brokers who making you broker. It's a lot of stuff that's going on that we are not really experienced as far as like dealing with.
How close were you to losing it all?
When I was in Houston.
Yeah, and this is the crazy part, man. A lot of times, man, the love of your mother will send you, you know what I'm saying, to the cleaners, man. You know what I'm saying? They clean you out, man. You be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But they don't care. They don't care. She want her $1 million. She want her $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, it's so many examples of how selfish these women are. And they don't do what's for the well-being of the child. Like, even like this situation where this young man, he about to go to school. Look how his mother reacts when she don't get her way.
I'm taking my time for the next 3 to 4 years.
Great. So, Jacob, you're going to Florida. Who just got up and left there and to your right? Who got up and left?
Oh, that was my mom.
And why did she walk out and leave?
I don't know. I don't know exactly why she walked out, but yeah, it is.
Jacob, we saw her wearing the Alabama sweater there. What were those conversations like?
You see what I'm saying? They not really in it for she wants what she wants. This is the selfishness of the single mom, man. Will embarrass this man on national TV with her selfish ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised dude was able to hold it together, man. We got to give bruh his props for holding it together. I'd have been furious, bro. I'd have been furious. You know what I'm saying? Here he is, regardless, all 3 teams on there. He's doing the right thing with his life. But you don't give a fuck. You only care about what makes you feel good because everybody want him to go to Alabama. He don't want to do that. Everything that he got, these scholarships, he earned them. Your mama don't shoot a jump shot or shit. You know? But this is what they do. They live for themselves, man. They live for themselves, you know, and again, it's a lot of black men who, and they always say, oh, you guys got mommy issues. Okay, fine. Let's say it's black men that got mommy issues. So we ain't gonna let y'all off the hook for y'all fuckery. Now let's deal with your fuck shit. Now let's deal with your fuck shit. Most of y'all choose y'all boyfriends over y'all kids. Y'all remember that video where I showed you with a girl, I think I still got it, where the girl was telling her mother about her mother's boyfriend coming in from the club drunk and molesting her. You know, I'm gonna play it for y'all so y'all can remind y'all. But this is the type of shit that goes on.
Mom. What? I have to talk to you. Talk to me about what?
See, if you just look at the demeanor, you can't even, the black single mother is not even approachable because there's really no love in them. That's why I always keep stressing to y'all, these bitches don't love these kids. Listen how she's gonna talk to her daughter that came out of her body. Listen.
Drew came in my room again.
Drew came in her room again. Not the first time, again.
What? He came in my room.
Here we go with this T. Well, I mean, okay, you came in your room, but then what? Then what?
He touched me.
Touch you how? How the fuck did he touch you now, T? Like,
See, you are so happy to have a man that when your daughter comes to you to tell you that your boyfriend coming to the club, walking the room on her, you mad at her for getting touched on. Again, we live in the church. Single mothers never do what's best for the child. Never do it, ever do it.
I'm really, for real, at this point, you really starting to get on my motherfucking nerves. Like, he is a good man. Here you go with this same bullshit. I thought we had this fucking conversation already. I don't even want to fucking do this shit no more. So what else, what did you want to tell me? Tell me. He touched you, what did you do? What did you do for him to touch you?
What did you do for him to touch you? This is real shit. This ain't scripted or nothing like that. This is this young girl having to put her mother on blast for not giving a fuck about her well-being. Again, they don't love these kids.
I didn't do anything. I was asleep. It was after y'all came back from the club.
You know what? Your dumb ass, every time I look up, you got, so last night when me and him came from the club, he came in your room last night, what did you do? The fuck did you do?
I was asleep.
Okay, and then he did what? What the fuck did he do? What did he do, Chief?
He touched me.
Touched you where?
Touched me in the wrong places.
I'm sick of this bullshit, for real.
She hates her daughter. She is jealous of her daughter. See, a lot of people don't know about this, especially with black women. Black single mothers hate their daughters. They're jealous of their daughters. Okay? That's why, like, if you look at the movie Precious, this is the same shit. That shit was real. Monique wasn't acting. I always tell her, that wasn't acting. Monique knows how niggas get down in the hood. She's been there. All she did was act like somebody in her fucking family, nigga. That was natural. That because we see it, but we don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? She hates her daughter's youth and beauty, and she mad. She looks at her as competition. This is the type of mother who can't wait to kick her daughter out at 18. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the scary part about most black kids growing up. You're on the countdown. Young black man from the single mom, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm gonna have to tell you this, but you're on the countdown. You are on the countdown. Young black woman from a single mother, you're on the countdown. You're gonna be one of the only people in the world who's gonna hate your 18th birthday. Because going after that, your mother is going to be on your case asking you, so what you gonna do? You grown now. She is going to be pushing you the fuck up out of the house. Because at that particular point, when you turn 18, you are no longer an asset. She will get no child support, and she will get no assistance from the government. So it's time for you to get the fuck out of here. Black single mothers only raise you until you get 18. That's when mothering stops. They're no longer a mother at that point. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell y'all. It's sad. It's sad. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of y'all gonna call up, and y'all starting to put the pieces together. Y'all starting to put the pieces together. When you turn 18, your mom's not a mom no more. She treats you like a nigga on the street. You get treated like a fucking bitch on the street. They can't wait to kick you out. That's why there's so many young girls having fist fights with their mamas right now. I'm getting the understanding of it because they were on the countdown. Once you turn 18, you're going to get treated totally different. You're not going to be a child no more. You're only going to be loved when it's a check involved. Yeah, I hope y'all call in. We're going to talk about the child extortion. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit. All of this shit. All of this shit.
This is a good motherfucking man. You running around all day. This motherfucker.
Hold on.
In the wrong places.
Touched in the wrong places.
I'm sick of this bullshit. For real. This is a good motherfucking man. You running around all day. This motherfucking booty shorts. What the fuck was you doing when he came over here and he came out the room?
Why are you mad at me? It's your boyfriend.
You my motherfucking daughter. You trying to take my motherfucking man. That's a problem.
How am I trying to take your man?
That's a problem. Why you wear them little ass shorts when he here?
You bought them.
Okay, I fucking bought them. For you. Yeah, but when my man come up in this motherfucker, you ain't supposed to have
no.
clothes.
You gonna believe?
And see, this is what goes on. This is what's going on. You know, these motherfuckers believe in their boyfriends over their kids. You know what I'm saying? These boyfriends are molesting these kids, but you got to understand, these mothers put these men, and they pick these men. And the signs have been there, but these women don't care about what's best for the child. It's only about how she feels. And you got your daughter walking around in booty shorts, you know what I'm saying? And you're blaming her. She's in the house, comfortable. Yo nigga is touching on your child. If she could kick that little girl out right now, she would. if she could kick her out right then and there, mid-sentence, she would have kicked her the fuck out. That's how much I'm telling you that these women do not love these kids. They do not love these kids. And then, like, these kids are exposed to so much just disgusting things, and just so much abuse and crazy behavior and things of that nature, all because the mother was looking for love. Because the mother's pursuit of love was more important than the love of her own kid. Now I'm gonna show you something, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit that I'm about to show y'all, I mean, this is what kind of sparked me to actually have to do this show, because I'm really tired of the single mother, man. And these kids are losing in the end. The product of single mothers and what single mothers are doing, what single mothers are able to get away with, is the reason why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Now, this right here is just, it disturbed me so bad. Like, it's, I don't like to see people play with kids, man. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Pedophiles and shit like that. But a lot of you women, in your pursuit of love, you expose your kids to some of the most perverted shit ever. And there's a lot of black single mothers out here who fall short of finding a man. Now you want to bring lesbians around your children. And a lot of people don't understand that there's a perversion with a lot of those lesbians as well. And that never gets spoken about because they're women. But a lot of kids are getting abused by mommy's girlfriend. No. Limousine LLC. This is not funny right now. No. Seriously. They have lesbian girlfriends that are beating and molesting these children. And for you brothers who happen to have a baby by one of these raggedy ass single mom, baby mama bitches, and she wants to be gay, you need to get your kids from her. Because you got lesbians preying on little kids. These are your kids. See, we're going to talk about what's best for the child. And what's best for the child is not to be around mommy's confused sexual behavior. Ain't nothing funny about that. Your mama is so desperate for love, she's bringing lesbians around the kids. And the lesbians is touching on the kids. Where your kids at? While you out here looking for love and doing all this shit with your tongue ring popping online, got you a girlfriend, got you a boyfriend, doing all this shit, got the lesbian girl molesting and babysitting your babies. While you out here being a thought. Don't you ever talk about you love your kids when you expose your kids to this perverted ass bullshit.
Okay, so I was at home by herself with somebody. She showed us the private part of a boy, and when a stuff you wearing, she showed the stuff where the boy private part is.
I know she got it.
Yeah, she got it. She got a small one for us, and then she got a big one for mommy.
What you mean she have a small one for y'all?
She got a small private part for us, and she be telling us to pull our pants down and stuff.
Tell y'all to pull y'all pants down and what?
Put our butts inside of it.
She been putting that in y'all behinds?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying.
Is that why your butt be sore? Is that why your butt been sore, Justice?
Yes, ma'am.
When I asked you why your butt hole look like that,
Yes, ma'am.
come here, Honesty. Say, come here.
And she be doing stuff to promise.
What does she do to promise?
She be taking
Come here. Look at this. What does she does to promise?
She be pulling her pants down. She be touching all over her right here in her private. And then this one, she made us sleep in the car last night. And she did something. She put something in the tub. And then this one, I sat down and my private was burning a lot. And when we slept in the car, I was itching while Justice and promisely my private was itching and I kept moving. Mommy got mad at me, but I didn't want to tell her that my private was burning because she was going to get mad at me. And she was saying, what you mean your private is burning?
Okay, so before you left the house, when you told me that your mommy told you to call the police and you called, okay.
They was arguing. Shamari slapped mommy, and then mommy called me while Shamari was in the bathroom trying to throw all our stuff away and bleach all our stuff. She called me, told me to call the police, and I did. And
hey, can't worry about them. I want to know what Shamari has been doing to y'all, and so she really be putting something in y'all. But please don't lie to me, Honesty. How many times have she done it?
I don't know. It's been a lot of times.
Where do y'all mama be? Where do Tayshana be at?
At home.
She knows she be.
No, she be at work, and one time she found out because she was there and she kept here. She heard us crying, and then that's when she came in here. She grabbed a knife and she almost was finna stab her, but I had to grab her from doing that. And
Cause what, she saw her doing something to y'all?
Yes, and she called the police and she went to jail. And yeah. And she told mommy to lay down, and she tried to put the private in mommy's mouth, and while we was standing right there, she kept trying to tell us to come in there and push it down mommy's throat, but I didn't do it. We all didn't do it.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, it's okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm so sorry y'all been going through this. That's why I've been telling y'all to tell me. I know I've been gone a month, but I told y'all to tell me everything. Y'all left that part out, but I knew something was wrong just as when you told me your butt be hurting, and I looked at it. Remember me asking you, have somebody did something to your butt?
Mama.
Hmm?
I'm a friend's because one time my friend Brandon Henderson and he's Gavin back, and one time he was using the restroom and he did not close the door and everybody seen him, and Mr. Deshaun called his mom and he got a whooping.
Okay, but we're not going to talk about him. I just want to know what's going on with y'all, okay?
Just tell her what she be doing to you.
Tell me what she do to you. Look at my camera and tell me what she does to you, Shamari.
She was whooping me, and mommy came in there and she took the belt from her. No, that's what I'm talking about. Like, tell her. I know she whooped us. Yeah, she whooped us. Tell her what bad stuff she been doing.
What bad stuff she been doing to you?
She been pulling her hair, whooping her, trying to choke her, and telling her to pull her pants down, get butt naked, where she can put bad stuff inside of her. And mommy.
Man, I can't, man. I can't, man. That shit, man. Like, the dangers that these women put these kids in, man. That's Man, we got to take a praise break. I can't.
Where you hurt me?
I got 2 bad knees and
my God, I feel. You got what now?
2 bad knees in my back.
And is it hurting now?
Yes.
You can feel the pain right now?
Yes.
You sure? Look for the pain now. Come on, somebody. Give God some praise with her here tonight. God just healed this woman. God just woke up. Let's have some church here tonight in Columbus. Somebody put those hands together and give God some praise. Come here, girl. And how you feel, big girl?
Blessed. I got no pain.
You got what?
No pain.
No pain. What happened to your pain? Is gone. Somebody put those hands together. Look at that big girl. God done healed her. God done worked a miracle for her. Somebody put those hands together and give God some praise.
Man. I had to play something that shit right there is just, it's overwhelmingly sad. It's overwhelmingly sad. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thirst and the pursuit of mommy's happiness that she puts the child in that type of danger. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's unbearable. But again, these women live for themselves, man. And a lot of times too, man, a lot of these kids getting abused to get back at the father with the single mom. See, like the single mom, man, again, she resents these kids. These kids are in the way of her happiness. That's why they can easily dispose of you. You know what I'm saying? The way that they're doing.
This crazy, twisted mother abuses and tortures her 10-month-old infant, and she videotapes the whole thing to send to daddy as payback. Straight out to Vinny Penn with WELI. Vinny, what happened?
Well, there you have it right there. You were just reporting on it. 50 to 50.
You see how she still wants to be an attention whore and all that, even as a mother. See, one thing about these single mothers, they don't become motherly. You know what I'm saying? They still like they still want to be bad bitches. And that's why I always tell you, man, that trumps everything. All these bitches want to do is still be on the scene, still be lusted after, still be sexual creatures. They still want to be out here doing their thing.
5 texts sent one morning. This guy couldn't even go shopping. He viewed them upon returning to his father's home, all the texts, that is, along with 7 video messages. There is an 8th, and they were incredible videos where she's tossing Tylenol at her 10-month-old and saying, go ahead and eat it, and all sorts of other Mother's
They don't love these kids.
You know, to David Lohr, in addition to Vinny Penn from WELI, David Lohr, senior crime reporter, Huffington Post. David, not only that, she knocked over the baby's pack and play or crib, and the baby falls out, falls onto the floor. She's throwing things at the baby. She's ridiculing the 10-month-old, and she goes on to torture and abuse the child. on and on and on to send as payback to daddy. But why, David Lohr?
Well, the couple had been split up a couple months, Nancy, and there was a domestic violence incident. He had attacked her, supposedly caused one of her lungs to collapse. So,
see, they always making excuses for these women when they beat on their kids, when they abuse their kids. There's never an excuse if a man done that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she was battered, she was beaten, he collapsed one of her lungs, so then she takes it out on the kid.
there was history here. She wanted him to come over, take care of the child that morning. Respond to her. He was at the store, so then she began sending these messages where she had videotaped herself just physically and emotionally abusing this child. I mean, a
lot of these criminals are the product of bad mothers. A bad mother will shape and mold how a person is going to be in society, man. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Here this week, you referred to people who do things like this as roaches, and she's definitely a roach if she did these things she's accused of.
Kat McCullough, our producer, also on the story. What more do we know?
Nancy, not only did she abuse the child, she bragged about it, sending these videos to the baby's father, saying, go ahead, call the cops.
They don't love these kids.
What more do we know about the texts and the videos that she sent, Kat?
Well, she sent 8 videos. In 7 of them, she is hurting the child. In addition, she sent all of these texts saying, I'll break her face, I'll beat her face in. Call them, I don't care, your daughter's face is done. Call the cops, do me the favor, fat pig. Your daughter has a broken arm, no food. I love abusing this kid.
This is that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of these women, the love that they have for their kid is only based on the fact that whether the man gonna be with them or not. You know what I'm saying? And these kids are neglected, beat. It's a lot of shit going on in the house of single mothers, man. Make no mistake about it. We never put that motherfucking that fine tooth comb and that magnifying glass on these bitches. But they are raising the criminals and the sickos and the murderers. And these kids that come from those abusive situations, when they grow up into age, they start abusing other people. Yes, Ann Coulter was right. Ann Coulter was right. You are damn near doomed growing up with a single mom. We got single moms out here living their best life, man. And again, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you listen to them talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll pick up and move. A lot of you as kids have been moving around from state to state because of your mother trying to chase her happiness. So you never really got to connect with friends, and you know what I'm saying? You've been moving around, you switched all of these schools. That's because your mother. That's because your mother didn't want to just sit down and be motherly. She wanted to go out here and live life. She was always in pursuit of her happiness. So that's why you move from state to state and shit like that. That's why, because she was looking for love on your time. That was your time. She's looking for love on your time, and you suffer. You know what I'm saying? And again, the craziest part about these women, it's men out here. Let me tell you something. It's good brothers out here who want custody of their kids. I got a friend, he's got a junior who looks just like him. And the mother took the baby to a whole nother state. He's a young man now. Took him to another state, raised him in another state, and his son, his splitting image, hates him. But he's been paying child support religiously for over 12, 13 years. Never missed a payment. He has a complete disconnect with his son because his motherfucking mother been bouncing around chasing dick and cheap liquor. see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now you got your son, your junior. Got your name, got your face, everything. And can't stand you. Just like 50 Cent's son. Why is 50 Cent's son disgruntled with his father? His father was able to give him more opportunities and more than any average kid could ever imagine. That toxic single mother imputed that your father don't love you. The single mother could never give what 50 Cent was giving to his son. So for the best interest of the child, it would have been better to give him to give the son to his father. But they won't do that. They will hold the kid hostage, ruin the kid so they can benefit. I mean, we're going to be real about this shit today, man. We're going to be real about this shit today. And it's a lot of women, man, using their kids or their older kids as babysitters, putting the burden on your older children. You know what I'm saying? And your older children, they're not parents. They don't necessarily know. But this is why a lot of kids, teenagers hate their single moms. Because they took their teenage years from them and put responsibility on them that they should not have had to have. Those are your brothers and sisters, not your children. And it's a lot of people who are brothers and sisters to younger siblings, and you feel like a parent to them. You know why you feel like a parent to them? Because the real parent wasn't a parent. Now we got kids raising kids, and we got the kids that you neglected raising your little kids while you get out here and chase dick and cheap liquor and go kick it with your boyfriend for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? It's examples like this.
Mother was supposed to be at home watching 6 kids.
That's right, but investigators say that she left them home alone with no food. ABC Action News reporter Ryan Ray shows us what tipped off deputies.
Guys, this is that street where investigators found that baby boy, a 2-year-old boy, wandering in the street. And when they walked inside the home, they found 5 more kids with no mom or dad in sight.
No matter what the situation is, absolutely no excuse for that.
Neighbors describe it as an almost daily occurrence. Kids playing in the road with no one watching them. Sometimes they say it gets even worse. The 2-year-old is all alone, oblivious to traffic.
I have to stop my car, take the baby, and put it in front of the garage.
On the road?
Yes.
The baby is?
The baby, yeah.
She got her 2-year-old baby wandering the street, about to get hit by cars. While you out kicking it with Rodney, chasing dick and cheap liquor.
I have to stop my car all the time, take the baby, put it in front of the garage.
Thursday, the Polk County Sheriff's Office caught wind of the wandering child. They showed up and found a full house of unsupervised kids, 6 in all, ranging in age from 2 to 14.
But you can't give a responsibility like that to a 14-year-old.
Perhaps the most disturbing part, deputies say there was no food inside. They waited 6 hours until mom showed up. She's identified as Kayla Vaughn, and DCF is investigating.
I'm glad the kids are okay. They safe now.
Detectives say the 14 and 10-year-old told them their mom leaves frequently and leaves them in charge. They confessed it was too much to handle.
That's absolutely nuts.
And tonight, DCF has custody of the 6 children. Vaughn faces child neglect and drug charges. At last check, she was still in jail. Reporting in Polk County, Ryan Raish.
There you go. Yeah, like look at like Casey Anthony. You know what I'm saying? It's not exclusive to just black women. Single mothers, period, are terrible. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that a buck. Casey Anthony was going to parties. You got pictures of her with beers and shit like that, getting smutted out, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Whole time she killed her baby so she could have a life. I I said she killed her baby so she could have life. Why do you think black women get so many abortions? Because they don't love these kids. They don't want kids. It just so happens that they can get paid for them, but they don't want these kids. They do not want these kids. Could you imagine just being born and not wanted? You're not wanted. I keep trying to tell you, you're in the way of your mother's happiness. You know, and it's so crazy that you know, that woman she's locked up for child neglect and drug charges. So by the time they popped up on her, you know what I'm saying? Now she's got drug charges. So a lot of these bitches on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Chasing the high chasing the high and some dick, and you neglect your kids. You don't care about what's best for your child. You just live your life. You know what I'm saying?
She hates me. Like, I want to know, what have I ever did to you for you to hate me so much?
Siobhan and her mom, Deborah, have struggled with their relationship for almost 40 years. It's been over a year since they last saw each other. Siobhan says Deborah abandoned her as a child and she was terribly abused in the system. She's angry at her mom and feels she's had to pay the consequences for Deborah's bad decisions. She says everything that comes out of Deborah's mouth is a lie and feels her mom has never really loved her.
How many times does the minister have to tell you that the single mothers do not love these kids? You know why I always keep saying that? Because I never see single mothers sacrifice. That's what love is. Sacrifice. Will you sacrifice the fact that you want to get high, fuck niggas, get drunk off cheap liquor and go to the club to raise your kids? Can you motherfucking do that? Can you sacrifice that instead of sacrificing your kids? No. So don't run around here telling motherfuckers you love your kids. If you got a BBL, if you just got your titties done, you got your ass done, and you don't got $60,000 in the motherfucking bank for your kids to go to college, you don't love your children. Funky motherfuckers don't love your kids. You do not love these kids. You are a lie. You are a lie. If you love these kids, when you die, they would have something. You can't hand down your nursing assistant job. You can't hand down your motherfucking Fendi bag, your Gucci, your Louis. They can't do nothing with that. That ain't legacy. You can't hand your kids down them titties in that ass you bought. That ain't legacy. So don't talk about you love your kids. You a goddamn lie at best.
Deborah says she left her daughter to get sober and get her life together. She says she's begged numerous times for forgiveness from Siobhan, but she won't have it. She says Siobhan is starving for attention and hates her.
Starving for attention. Oh no, you don't think? While you was out here chasing the glass dick, sucking on the glass dick, yeah, you could have been a mother.
Siobhan?
Yes, ma'am.
You had a rough childhood when you were growing up. Why do you think that your mom abandoned you?
Why do I think she abandoned us?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she left me when I was 6 years old.
She left you where at 6 years old?
To DCFS, which was the board of the state.
Is that basically a foster care?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And ever since she walked out on me, like, left us with DCFS, I had so much bad things that happened to me. And I felt like I needed my mother. And she was never there for me, Vivica. And even now that I'm grown, I try to mend my relationship with my mom. And it's hard. It's hard.
Why?
It's hard because she act like she hates me.
Oh, wow.
She act like she hates me. Like, I want to know, what have I ever did to you for you to hate me so much? Even like when me.
You were born and you were in the way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to go through this. But this is what the single mother, this is the truth of it. You were born and you were in her way. I'm so sorry to have to say this to a lot of y'all. Your mothers hate you because you were in the way. Her life is not what she wanted it to be because she had you. And a lot of us got to deal with that. You are resented. Your presence on earth is resented. In fact, your mother's still trying to live her best life, even in her older years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really hate that a lot of y'all are going to have to deal with that. But that is the truth.
Me and my brother is feuding. You would take my brother's side over my side instead of being a mother and try to diffuse the situation.
Sorry, you feel like that, Siobhan. No, remember Mom had told you the both of you are my children.
Siobhan, turn and listen to your mom.
I hate you, baby. How could I hate you and I give you life? You are the one that's tormented at me. You will never, has never forgave me. I have begged you for forgiveness. And when I talk with you, it ends up into a debate, a feuded argument about what? I've never told you a lie in my life. You and I have even discussed this.
Salute to the brother, Willie Jr., man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, dog. That's real love right there, bro. 100. You know what I'm saying? He say, motherfuckers just evil. I was molested by the females in my family because I'm my father's son. Ended up in foster care, then used all that pain and my mother's BS fueled me to be the best man I could be today. Truck driver, blessings to the church. Damn. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Man, much love to you, bro, but God damn, bro. I hate hearing about people being molested, bro. I'm so sorry, man. Damn.
This session right now, I say, Siobhan, has Mama ever lied to you? No, you're right.
Mama, because the reason why I hold such a bitterness towards you is because every time I try to make up with you, like I told you, like if I tell you secrets like, oh, Mom, something happened to me, guess what you'll do? You'll get on the phone. Oh, yeah, and this happened to this, and this happened with that. And then I ask you, did you say it? Oh, I didn't say it, but who? Okay, well, who else will know, Mama?
What are you
else
talking
will
about?
know?
You're taking it now around different. When you have spoke to me about something in the family issue, and me as a person and a full-fledged woman, you can't tell me who I can tell it to. I'm going to always talk to my mother.
You know what I'm saying? And see, you can't even tell your mother shit in confidence. She trying to, see, a lot of times too, like I told you, man, some of y'all gonna have to write off y'all moms, bro. It's just a fucked up thing, man. Some of y'all gonna have to write them off because you can't tell them nothing in confidence. You know what I'm saying? They're using you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want, she didn't even get a sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to this shit. Like,
You left your children, and she said she was 6 years old. She's never forgot that. When you left them, what did you say? Did you just leave and then turn and walk away? Or did you tell them, I'm coming back for you? How did that situation happen?
Well, as I'm recalling it, at the time, I was infested with drugs.
Okay.
Badly.
Let's talk about drugs, man. It's a lot of women out here neglecting their kids and because they own drugs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys out here, you got baby mamas that's on drugs and shit like that. You still trying to get custody of your kids. You know what I'm saying? And she utilizing your child support money for drugs and shit like that. And now that they done made weed legal, it's so fucked up. But again, your kids are being exposed to all this raggedy shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, like, I know people right now. Man got wife, you know what I'm saying? A wife, big house, kids, but he also has a baby mother that he had before the wife and the kids in the house. The baby mother lives in like a one-room shack, but because she's so bitter and only wants to live for herself and wants to be a parasite to the man's pockets, she will not give up the child custody, full custody, to that stable environment, which is way better than how she's living, because she wants a piece of the pie for herself. You know what I'm saying? She wants a piece of the pie for herself. And this is why I always tell you, they don't love these kids. They don't. If they love these kids, it would show. They would do what's best for the kid. And a lot of times, what's best for these kids is not being under a bitch like you. That's a lot of times what's best for the kids, to get away from a bitch like you. But a lot of these women are chasing highs. They on drugs and shit like that. And then they doing drugs while they're pregnant. A lot of y'all got asthma and shit like that because your mother was on drugs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? When you was born. She was drinking when you was born. You know what I'm saying? These women don't give a fuck about these kids. And stop. And see, the problem is we've been coddling their feelings and telling them that they strong, but we gonna really put a fine-tooth comb on the products that y'all produce and how you produce those products. See, that 18-year span, what goes on in that household is a lot of torment, torture, abuse. And nobody, the daddies always get put on back. Oh, my daddy's deadbeat, this, and this. But no. The mother, even when she's terrible, nobody says nothing about it. She could never do no wrong. Nobody ever puts that pressure on her.
And their father and I had notarized the paper, giving me a year to straighten out myself. And I had gave him the permission to take care of them.
The father?
Yes.
Okay.
Until I got myself together, which it didn't turn out that way.
Okay, who took them to foster care?
Let me say why it didn't turn out that way.
The
Because you love getting high more than you love your motherfucking kids. Because like the minister has been telling y'all, love is not words. Love is sacrifice. So if you can put your pleasures to the side, see, that's the problem with most of these single mothers. They don't want to put their pleasures to the side and love you and do what's best for you. What's best for you is not your mother's pleasures. See, these women can't be miserable, can't be sad for your sake. Be with the man you created that baby with and make it work. Because you left and you still getting tossed around to this day. You make a family, you start a family, you finish it.
The place where we went to was supposedly been a shelter.
Okay.
And come to find it out, it wasn't. And she tried to overrule in me in the worst of his way. And I felt that my children were safe there with their father because they had a greater rapport with him than with myself.
What kind of drugs were you on?
I was on heroin and cocaine and marijuana, syrup. I was a garbage can.
So, Deborah, I don't understand.
We got a woman who just admitted to being a garbage can and she's still out here having fucking babies. Why are you having kids when you know you a fucking garbage can?
And your statement to your daughter was, I love you, I gave you life. What kind of life did you give her?
Talk to her!
What kind of
Through the
life?
grace of God.
If you don't talk to her, talk to her. What kind of life you give her? Damn, that's what I'm talking about. Come with the heat. You got to hit they ass with the heat. That's what I'm talking about. Straight up, foot on neck. Come with the heat. Don't hold nothing back. Get straight to it.
I birthed her, and then with it, if I had knew that I was going to end up on drugs, that wouldn't have ever.
But Deborah, let's be
happened.
very clear. You were on drugs when you gave birth
No,
to Siobhan.
No,
You were.
No.
Yes, you were. Because
talk to her.
That is
but Siobhan has many health issues that are
that
a
is not
direct
because of no
relationship
drugs.
to that.
When I conceived my children, I was clean.
So let me ask you, you weren't drinking alcohol at all?
No.
You weren't smoking tobacco?
Yes.
Okay, you were smoking tobacco.
heroin.
Okay, you know what? That is actually something that could cause very adverse health effects
Well, I
to your
did,
child.
but and the fact that when her neurologist, when we had her tested, when they drew the fluid out from her back, it was not from no drug.
She's alive.
You's alive.
She's
and the
alive.
truth is
I was born with
How
three
do you
holes.
not- how do
I was
you
born
know?
with 3 holes in my heart because of her.
You were born with 2 holes.
You see what I'm saying? No accountability for your fuck shit. A lot of y'all got health problems because your mama couldn't put the motherfucking drugs down. You know what I'm saying?
What is the top? And what?
And listen to you. I'm gonna listen to me, man. Shout out to everybody who's had. Listen. I want to say this. I want to say this right now. Shout out to everybody who has survived the single mother. Shout out to everybody. Shout out. Listen. We putting pressure on them, but I want to salute to everybody who has survived. If you don't got no felonies, you ain't got a bunch of kids out here. You got your life in order. Everything is in order, and you gonna break that curse. Shout out to you for surviving a single mother.
Hey, Deborah, let's give this a moment. Deborah?
I mean, the fact that there's 2, I mean, 3 or 2, sweetheart.
She had a
Dawn said she had holes in her heart.
Because I got scoliosis. It's hereditary. I got scoliosis to the day.
I have doctor statements stating that I was a drug baby.
You're lying.
You see the
One at a time, one at a time, one
She's
at a time.
lying.
One at a time.
Doctor gave her some papers are saying that her health issues were because of drugs. That's a lie, and the truth is not.
Okay, well, hold on one second. Siobhan.
Now we're not supposed to believe the doctor, but we supposed to believe a dope fiend. Okay.
Can I ask you this?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a
No,
lie.
baby, we're gonna get to the truth today. But we gotta hear you one at a time, okay? All right? The problem is that y'all been screaming at each other for so long, you can't even hear each other.
Yeah.
Okay? We're gonna try to listen to each other today, all right? I know it's a heated situation. There's a lot of anger. But what y'all need to do today is, y'all came here to face the truth, right? Okay. But we're gonna listen to each other today. Now, Siobhan,
yes,
you said that when you were born, you had some health problems. Could you tell us what those were?
I was born with 3 holes in my heart. When I was a baby, I couldn't eat regular milk. I had a feeding tube into my stomach.
Listen, right here.
That's in my stomach. I had a feeding tube. I had to have correct open heart surgery because I had 3 holes in my heart. I had scoliosis because she was on heroin. So when she was doing heroin, made me a lazy baby, so I couldn't move. So my spine was crooked. But see, Miss Vivica, every time I try to face this with her, it's a shout match.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm 35
Doesn't wanna
years
listen.
old, and I can't give birth to a baby because of her.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. She can't give life because her mother was chasing a high and still came to term with her. Your mother was chasing highs, doing what was best for her and how she feel. This is a single mother, and I want to salute anybody who survived a single mother. I want to hear from the single mother survivors today. I said I want to hear from the single mother survivors today. We're going to get the calls going. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely been showing love. We're gonna read off the cash apps and get the calls going. Let's get it.
That's right. You so-called Christian-looking whores. That's it. Jumping in some church, flapping your ankle chains around, all on the choir, breasts hanging out, lips all red, nails painted red, purple, blue, green, long like bird claws, all this fake hair, breast implants, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't richer. You're nothing but a prostitute. Amen. Yeah, man. Wonderful prostitute. Go to church now. Go to church. Got nothing but a singing hoe, a shouting hoe, a organ playing hoe, a choir director hoe. Hey, preacher. If what I just said describe your wife, you're married to a hoe. Amen. Am I right, sir? Talk to me. Yes, sir. Amen. Yes, sir. Wonderful. Amen. Hallelujah. A man that's a real man don't want his wife out in the street looking like a prostitute. And you a holy woman? Amen. Amen. Or claim you's a Christian? Amen. Christian with skin tight